All people end their day with sleep, but not everyone wants to know everything about sleep. So, what is sleep and why is it important? Sleep is a condition when the body is relaxed and a person's eyes are closed and the nervous system is inactive. The majority of the people sleep at night, but there are some exceptions to that too. Did you know that 40% of Americans, which equal to 100 million people, are moderately to severely sleep deprived? College students are among the most sleep deprived people in our population. 60% are sleepy during the day, and 30% fall asleep in at least one class a week. A good night's sleep consists of 4 to 5 sleep cycles. Each cycle includes periods of deep sleep and REM sleep when we dream. As the night goes on, the portion of the cycle that is in REM sleep increases. It turns out that this pattern of cycling and progression is critical to the biology of sleep. People often think that sleep is just a downtime when a tired brain gets to rest, but that is wrong. While you sleep, your brain is working. For example, sleep helps prepare your brain to learn, remember, and create. It has been discovered that the brain has a drainage system that removes toxins during sleep. When we sleep, the brain totally changes functions. It becomes like a kidney, removing waste from the system. Everything from the blood vessels to the immune system uses sleep as a time for repair. There are certain repair processes that occur in the body mostly or most effectively during sleep. If you don't get enough sleep, those processes are going to be disturbed. Sleep and mental health go hand in hand. Good sleep is essential for maintaining our baseline mental health, as one night of sleep deprivation can dramatically affect mood for the next day. Chronic exposure to poor sleep quality is associated with depression, anxiety, and other conditions. There are also bidirectional associations, meaning that experiencing anxiety and depression very often affects sleep, which then affects our ability to cope with the anxiety and depression and so on. And the following systems in the body are affected by sleep. The immune system. Sleep deprivation may cause a person to be more prone to infections, which may take longer to resolve, and respiratory diseases. Weight can be affected. Sleep can affect the hormones that control feelings of hunger and fullness. It can also trigger the release of insulin. Changes to sleep can increase fat storage, changes in body weight, and at a higher risk of type 2 diabetes. The cardiovascular system. Sleep helps the heart vessels heal and rebuild and affects processes that maintain blood pressure, sugar levels, and inflammation control. Too little sleep may increase the risk of cardiovascular disease. Hormone levels. Insufficient sleep can affect hormone production, including the production of growth hormones and testosterone. It can cause the body to release additional stress hormones such as norepinephrine and cortisol. The brain. Sleep deprivation affects the prefrontal cortex, which handles reasoning. And a lack of sleep may also make it harder for a person to form new memories, which can affect learning. It can also affect fertility. Poor sleep may affect the production of hormones that boost fertility. You're also more prone to accidents if you suffer from sleep deprivation. In many industries, a lack of sleep is an enormous safety issue. Sleep deprivation in pilots, truck drivers, shift workers, and medical residents, for instance, leads to an increased risk of dangerous errors. Sleep-deprived workers who drive as a part of their job are particularly in danger of drowsy driving, which can also have serious consequences. Drivers who get 6 hours of sleep or less are 33% more likely to have an accident on the road compared to those who get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Driving while sleep deprived has the same or worse impact as driving with a blood alcohol concentration of 0.05%. For comparison, the federal legal BAC while driving in the United States is 0.08%. Healthcare workers are also at risk of drowsiness impacting their work, especially because they tend to work long shifts or work overnight. A study of 100 nurses revealed that cognitive performance was slightly impaired in night shift workers. There are some stories of workplace accidents caused by sleepiness. Several infamous workplace accidents were directly and indirectly caused by excessive sleepiness or sleep deprivation, such as the 3 Mile Island nuclear plant in 1979, which was the worst commercial nuclear plant incident in the history of the United States, occurred at the 3 Mile Island nuclear plant in Pennsylvania. This incident occurred when shift workers working between 4 and 6 a.m., failed to recognize a serious change that nearly resulted in the meltdown of the nuclear plant later that day. Also, the Chernobyl nuclear plant. The 1986 catastrophe at the Chernobyl nuclear plant began at 1:23 a.m. because of human error. It was later found that the operators responsible were working on too little sleep.